All right, and we are live and welcome. And if you're here from Teri's channel, we're really live.
Hello.
We're late, sorry.
We're waiting on Teri.
Only 2 hours. Only 2 hours late. Yes.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh no, it's not you. I said if it had been, we could have done it on 1st of April, April Fool's Day. That would have been even funnier. Maybe we should send links to our shows to another person, and we switch, and they come to our channel. And wouldn't that be fun?
That
and
would be.
Like, who is this? I don't know who this is.
April Fool. They were missing you, Teri.
They were missing you.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody. But
it's all right.
We're like, you just got to put up with us.
No, I came while I was doing another thing on another website, and it was like I got off and I looked at it and I was like, "What's going on? Oh my gosh, they must have gone on early without me."
No.
I was like,
it was really my fault. It was nobody else's fault. I had put the wrong link in it first. And I realized when you're looking at a thread on an email thread, you don't always go to the second or third one because you figure I just got this. So why would I
You're
go
always so good about getting everything out there. I'm just like click, 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 click.
Well, as I said, I had to have my boss work on my syllabus today because I couldn't get it together. So, you got to turn over some things sometimes. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time frames.
All right. So, are you, Leah? Are you writing a dream like in sections? Okay, or was that Randy doing that? Okay, I'll see it and I will see if I can answer it. All right.
Yeah.
So Annie's here and Moira's here and Candy Mullen and Christine Fryer.
Hi.
And let's see. You saw a green orb today, huh, Annie? That's cool. And there's Randy. And there is let's see. I'm sorry. I feel really ditzy and airheaded today. So please forgive me. Please forgive me. Jess is here and she's actually got us something to talk about. Randy, you had a dream, but you didn't have a notebook handy. But then you said a man said something to you, but you can't remember what it was. That's why you need a notebook, unfortunately. Yeah. But even if you get a tidbit of a dream, sometimes that's enough. So Barbara Nesper is here and she's my newest member on my channel and I welcome her. Thank you so much.
Yay.
And who else is here? I think I saw Leah and Laura Hammond Davis is here and Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Jenny Brown.
Just Jenny. The gang is all here. Susan Funes. All right. Your dream was unsettling. I wonder what the heck, Leah. Do you have the dream to tell us or you can't remember? Let us know. Laurie Hunsinger, yes, we are here. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Roxy. It's nice to see you. Yes, it is nice to see us all together. Sharon Sipe is here. And thank you for being here. And Judy Everest is here. There's your cousin. That's right. We're glad you're back, Judy. Honestly. Ross is here. Yeah. Samantha's here. And Sonia's here. And all right. So welcome. Next week, we're going to have a special guest on. We're going to have on Ginger Faye, who likes to work with the paranormal. So I've invited her to come on our panel, to be a guest. And so I'm looking forward to that. But you got all of us here tonight, and we're ready, and we've got our backpacks, and we'll fly around and get the answers for you. And so put anything you want for us to look at. Oh, okay, Randy. I got some of what you said. Okay, thank you. All right. Who else did you? Oh, Jules. Jules learning to listen. Okay, Leah, keep going, and I'll put it in. Wait a minute. I wanted it to be starred there. All right. Tell me who the man was. Well, we can try. All right. So we were talking on the show. Kelly and I were talking because we were talking about the energies, and I somehow think that that's making some of us And in fact, that happened last week to you, didn't it, Teri? You were feeling, when we were on the show on Friday, you were feeling sort of like out of it, or
Completely
whatever.
discombobulated.
Discombobulated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was feeling, I felt that way for the last couple of days. I couldn't even put together 2 or 3 words that I needed to do. But at the same time, when this happens to me, I tend to make more and more mistakes.
Right.
And then it's like, so right now I'm being evaluated by a girl that probably graduated from college last year. And, you know, she wants to be the one that makes a big impact on the
Sure.
world. And yeah, so I have to change the way I do everything in that class. And she's telling me all this stuff. And I'm saying, you know, to be honest with you, I've been doing this for 12 years and I don't get paid anywhere this low as I get paid here. And so I'm not going to do extra work.
Yep.
She wants me to do extra work. I said, they already got enough work to do. I don't know that she really will like that. So maybe I'll just talk myself out of a job and
Hey,
retire.
you know what? Look at it this way. I was looking for a job when I found this one.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. And that's pretty much true.
It is about relationships, a lot of it right now, though, too, isn't it?
It is.
And
does seem to
sometimes
be.
that anxiety, that angst that comes in because
Well,
when you're worried about it.
Absolutely, because we are in this ingress into Aquarius. We have Pluto standing at the door at 0 degrees, and that is a master power holding the door. He's blocking the door. It can't get in and it can't go out. He's standing there in power. And
Okay.
Venus is in the morning going into Capricorn. Another big transition. Then we're going to, with her in Capricorn, it's going to be Mars and Mercury, who are conjunct and part of a trine that upper kite, the top half of a kite, where it's Saturn at the release point, and it's a mini trine because the moon is coming and going in there as well. And then we have that Mercury and Mars on the other side. And as soon as they get done with that, Venus is stepping into that point. So we're in this place where we're lucky we can put 2 words together, let alone a whole paragraph.
Very true. Very true.
Grace. I got schooled up by my 24-year-old the other day, and she said, because I was like, getting upset about something I did. And, you know, one of my brothers says early onset dementia. I said, I do get scared when I make mistakes like that. And she goes, Mom, and she's a traveler. She goes, I've met people all over the world, and the best ones are the older people that are just a little bit crazy and own it.
I love it.
Yep.
We
like,
can
"Thank
say
you."
that we also earned it by being older. You know, that we've gone through all the CRAP and it's our chance. Yeah.
Right. You've already done your time, like that girl's done, trying to do to you, make you do it over again. No.
Yeah. That's very true. But Leah says, just let it go, no judgment. And I agree with you. That's like what I had to do with all those posts about what an idiot I was and how I'm very uneducated and stupid, and I must be a woman who's a liberal.
You're an empath.
Yeah, an empath. Empath. That's a new one. Yeah, our kids are wise, Leah. Our kids really do have that wisdom that they share with us. And
Well, Teri said something beautiful about what we as an older crowd have to remember about our children, and that is they too are divine souls, and sometimes we forget that.
Yeah, that's very true.
So you diffused her, I think, Aley.
I diffused her. Oh no, that wasn't what I wanted that to link. Oh my goodness, here we go. Randy, that's so funny about not eating meat, because Diana just said that she ate some pineapple chunks that tasted like fish.
And I'm a vegan, so you know it was like, oh, what is this?
Yes, definitely. Hi, Sharon Robinson. It's nice to see you too. Yeah, I get it, Randy. Totally. Yeah. So Sonia says this crone has earned her crown. There you
I
go.
love that.
I
That should
love
be
it
like
too.
on all our pillows,
Yeah.
except Peter's.
So for those of you who are new, which I don't know that there is anyone here new, but it's not nice not to introduce everybody. So next to me is Teri from Holding Your Space. And Teri and I also have a show on her channel on Fridays at noon Pacific and 2 Central and 3 Eastern. And Kelly Healer, who was just on with me a few moments ago on the other with the messed up channel, but it's all good. And below her, of course, is our Diana Bowles, who's now very busy. She doesn't have a channel, and she needs a channel, but
Mhm.
she's so busy, I don't know that she would have time for it. So
Exactly. And it's almost farming time. So
yeah, okay, I get it. So it's time almost that you're going to have to say, I got to say no. Yeah.
well, right. To having a channel. I'll take a break and come with
Okay.
you all
Okay.
because I can't quit doing that.
No, that's
You know,
good. That's good. Yeah.
We won't
And
let you go.
September, after my 15 tomato plants, I talk
Okay.
like I'm a farmer.
That's funny. And then we have the beautiful couple, Carolyn and Peter Booker, who we really adore and are with us again tonight. So we have a really wonderful panel here, and I couldn't be happier with all of you. And I thank you for gracing me with your presence.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
So Jay is saying, I keep having dreams and visitations from deceased young women who have been murdered. Astrologically and numerologically lines up with her daughter. Any thoughts? I would think I would be freaking out if that
I would
was
be
the
freaking
case.
out.
Yeah. But let's see if we can figure that one out for you, Jay.
Could you, would you mind sharing the numbers?
And Sonia Pinola wants you to share yours with her at some point. She would like to look at your chart.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sonia, I get it.
Yeah. Yep.
Text me later.
Jay, just out of curiosity, do you have some guilt about your daughter? I'm guessing you have a daughter that is deceased.
No, she
No.
has a daughter. She has a living daughter. I don't know how old is she, Diana? Is she like 16, 17? Or is she older than that? Yeah.
She's graduating high school this year.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Was she really gifted?
I hope you're still here, Jay. Oh, no, your daughter's 19.
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But she isn't 40. So I think
No.
probably because you
No.
are. But yeah. So they want to know, what did you want to know, Teri? I'm
Just
sorry.
if she would mind sharing the dates.
Oh, the astrological, the 2 days.
Yeah, just that
day
and the numerology. If she wouldn't mind sharing that, because that could help.
Yeah, I know. Jay had her when she was 13. So because Jay looks 19.
Yeah, right. I mean, really.
Mhm. She's gifted and empathic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a combo with both of you that are drawing these entities in, and it's not a horrible thing. I mean, it's kind of interesting. And if you call in Archangel Azrael, you guys are reverse doulas. You're death doulas, and you've done it before together in other lifetimes.
Boy, does that ever make sense. Wow.
They're also asking you to do police work.
Okay.
Wow.
Jay, remember that dream we share?
Yep. I want to say that Mel used to do police work for many, many years. And so if you have any questions about that type of thing, he would be the person to ask. Just Mel Dorr. So, and if you want, I can put you in touch with him. But that's if you want. I'm not forcing you into anything, but that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, she said, dang it. Yes, Diana. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Now, I'm getting that. I'm not saying that the deceased person you're dreaming about is Madame Blavatsky, but
Yeah.
that your daughter could very well be reincarnate of the woman that you're dreaming of, who
Oh,
was gifted,
okay.
and now your daughter has the gifts.
Ah, okay. Okay. I will do, Jay. Yep. I will. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But
Really
have you
impressive.
considered police work, Jess? I wonder. Yeah.
And you know what I do when this happens is I call in Azrael, Archangel Michael, and Durga Ma, and
Oh, okay.
just the orbs, and I allow them to go with them. And if they
Mhm.
don't want to go with them, that's okay, but they have to leave the house. And Carolyn and Peter probably have something really powerful that they do.
Right.
So
Well, we do St. Michael's prayer. We do St. Michael's prayer, burn sage. We use holy water over the doors and windows,
Uh-huh.
and we have a rather stern talking to them and tell them they have no power here. Leave.
Right. Right. Yep.
yeah,
Return from which you came.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep. Wow. I mean,
So-
it's it is very powerful that the both of you are so connected to each other and to past lives, Jay, and that she's amenable to it, I think is another thing. You know, not all children go along with what the parents are interested in. It just doesn't always happen that way. So that's really, really awesome.
They could work as a team.
Yeah, you could. That's wonderful. Yes. Wow.
Powerful.
Yep. All
Yeah.
right. So I will see what I can do as far as Mel goes. And I think that Carolyn and Peter would be happy to give you any tips as well if you need to reach them. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. That's awesome.
And Jay, there's two other things you can do. Salt is a good addition to the holy water, not in the same mixture, but the holy water and the salt by itself.
Mhm.
But there is an old Hispanic egg spell to do, and that is to take an egg and crack it open, and then when the yolk turns black, it's gone.
Okay. Okay. So she goes into the astral realm a lot to help trafficking kids.
Yep.
So
Beautiful.
That's
You're
wonderful.
already doing it. I love that.
Yeah. You're already doing it. Yeah. We
Mhm.
get here, create, and I'm thinking it's to create the team. It's to create the team of you and your daughter. That's what I get out of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, wow. Thank you so much. Sharon Robinson, I do have your question and I will ask it. I want to say hi to some who came in. Ginny and Heather is here. And I also see Liz and Awe. It's nice to see you too. And Katie H.
Liz.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. And Tara Water, Leah says. Okay. Hi, hi, KK. All right. All right. Look at this. Amanda says, I think I heard Psychic Violetta believe she was Madame Blavatsky. Is that who you mean? Yeah.
Blavatsky. Yeah.
Blavatsky. Yeah. Yeah. And this is true, book. Mel has done a lot. I mean, I when I saw him in Sedona, his teaching was fabulous. He knows a lot about the Hawaiian methods as well.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Ooh.
Can I share the cards that I got?
Yes, of course, honey. I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
Jay, I got that it could be an occupation
Mhm.
and that you could actually imprison people with this occupation, and that it is definitely going to be a journey, a good journey for you. So definitely look into it. Occupation, and that you could imprison people for murder and for their crimes, and that it'll be a journey to take you on a whole new journey.
when I think about how the DNA evidence in small ways has changed, and also 23andMe and the people getting DNA testing and finding criminals that have been like that one from California, the I mean, just amazing. So pretty soon it's going to be like between that and videos of places, you're not going to be able to commit any kind of crime as time goes on because it's already getting that way. So I
Yeah.
love it.
And
Thank
may I
God.
suggest that she not watch programs on that subject,
Okay.
not be influenced by anyone else's work.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. And is that inviting them in though? When she does that? I want to know because I watch those programs sometimes. I don't want to invite
No,
any of those
no,
creeps
but
in.
if
Oh,
she's considering a career, doing it herself, she may get the wrong slant
Yeah,
on how it works,
Okay.
or it might frighten her of how it works.
Okay.
Her and her daughter have to work the way they work.
Randy, this is an interesting comment. It makes you think the earth is not shifting that much. Actually, it is. It's getting rid of these people because there are more people sensitive to them. And a lot of people are leaving because they don't want to go through the escalation or the elevation of their vibrations. They can't deal with that. So I agree with you. It seems that way sometimes that, why are these creeps still around? But I really do believe it will get better. We just have to really believe that. So
Yeah.
It's just the beginning.
Yep. Okay, so this is from Randy, who hasn't dreamed ever, she says, but I know she has. She hasn't remembered any dreams. And she's remembering a dream. So you put the work in, girl. There wasn't a background. There was just an older man in a blue plaid shirt with a Western belt buckle, jeans, and boots, who had white hair and a white mustache. And I'm guessing, you want to know who the man was. I'm guessing you did not recognize the man, but let's put it out there. Let's see. The fact that you saw that and you could describe it, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a walkthrough.
Mom.
Oh, he's a walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So, Randy, I don't know if you're home or if you're in a different place. If you're in a different place and you're staying in a room, that would bring a walkthrough possibility. We've seen that happen. But then
Well,
again,
she was just in Arizona too, and this would be somebody
Oh.
you might see in Arizona.
did he go home with her?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Well,
Oh,
She says she's not at home.
okay.
and does he? Now, I'm not saying it was him, but does he resemble Sam Elliott? Because when I read this, Sam Elliott walked in front of me.
I agree with you about the Sam Elliott reference. I can see him with white hair, handsome.
Yeah, I
rugged look.
see that
Yep.
too.
Yeah. Blue eyes.
She's
I-
still in Arizona.
Yeah.
No one.
He's a Skywalker. So
Oh.
he's out. Sometimes they're like guardians of the land around there.
Okay.
Isn't that where Skywalker Ranch is too?
Skinwalker
Skinwalker.
Ranch, but that's I don't
Skinwalker.
think she's. I don't. Are you not near there? Probably.
I
Well,
think that's in Utah or
okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. It looked like Sam, didn't it, Heather? Yeah.
Heather says,
Well,
yeah.
We
well,
all did.
just got a crush on Sam Elliott.
yeah, me too.
So, tell her explain if you can in layman's terms what a Skywalker is, if you wouldn't mind, so that you can tell her what it is, Teri.
Okay. So there's different things that what I understand of a Skywalker is that they patrol the land, they're guardians in their sleep.
Okay.
So in the subconscious, and they might not be in the physical form anyway,
Okay.
but they are taking care of their guardians.
Okay. And Tucson has an old section in it, and it makes sense. I knew you. So you're still in Tucson. I know you were there last week. So I don't think it's anything to be afraid of, Randy.
No.
But if you feel uncomfortable with this man, then you can ask him to go away or find somebody else to bother.
Right. You have no power here. Magic.
No power here. Yeah. Kelly, what do you think?
I got too that he was just walking through, just stepping through, walking through, that, you know, he doesn't mean any harm, that he was just, he's a native from there and just checking in on things. But Randy, if this really doesn't validate how you're evolving, that now that you're dreaming and to be able to see somebody that is native from the land there, I mean, that's amazing.
That's pretty big. It really is. Yeah. So you had more of a vision, really. It was a dream, but it was more of a vision of, because you didn't recognize the person. Carolyn, Peter, anything else to say from you? No.
No.
Okay.
This is. He's a walkthrough, but he's attached.
Okay. He's attached to the land.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her.
And
There's
her.
There's something about her.
Okay. Maybe he recognizes her from a previous life or something, or her energy,
Or someone that looked like her.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's very fascinating. Diana, anything else from you?
No, because I'm still like, I agree that he was walking through.
Yeah,
definitely. And he was not, I mean, he was slender.
Yep. Okay. Randy, I don't think it's anything to be afraid of. I just think, but if you don't like it, then you just ask him to go. Yeah. And you know, I don't want you here. Thank you very much. And move on. I got here 4C. And you know, it's very interesting. You are in an area where there's a lot of this energy. There's Native American energy. There's Wild West energy there. And so we should have foreseen that you probably would have this experience. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. So
really
good
cool.
for you, Randy.
Yeah, Randy. Amazing.
You're doing the work, Randy. There you go. All right. So we have Annie saying, "Our teaching angels visiting us as we sleep."
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? You agree?
I get that they're protecting you and they're teaching you, and that they love that you go out in nature, because they're visiting you out in nature too, and they're also bringing you protection while you sleep and while you're out in nature.
Wow. There you go. Anybody else? Teri?
Yeah, I'm getting so of course I get the ancestral realm for you.
Okay.
That vortex.
Sure.
So yeah, you're working with the ancestors. They love it. They're coming in, and it's all part of the divine matrix. Part of the plan. So
especially you, Annie. You are so tied in with grandfather and
Yeah. Hollowbone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hollowbone. There you go. All right. So I'm going to move to Liz. I'm going to come back to those of you. Liz has not asked a question, I don't believe, from us. So I want to do that. And then I'm going to go to Thomas afterwards. She has two parts to this. So she had a very special vision last night after Teri's meditation and the rest of the day. Could physically hear whales calling me. See them floating in the ocean. Each came up to greet me and invited me to hang with them. A message told me to experiencing nothingness in the ocean. Soon was back on land. A bloody dove at my feet, felt deep compassion, said I was ready to help with war and peace on earth. Very profound. Surely is.
Wow.
Truly is. Wow. It's interesting because they're telling you to experience nothingness, and you can break that up. It's no thing, experience no thing. You've already experienced enough. Yeah. There you go. I'll put the first part up for for you guys to see again. Did you talk about whales at all in that meditation? You did.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, the whales are really coming in.
They are coming in.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
the vibrations.
But how beautiful that she then, came up and invited her to hang with them. And what about this bloody dove? It sounds, a dove is peace. So a bloody dove.
Well,
would
there's
mean
warmongers trying to definitely change
bloody the peace.
our message
True.
of peace, which has been going on since the 60s when, and we're remnants of that 60s movement.
Yeah.
And your job is to help with repairing the piece that's been torn apart in the world. It's not just going on here. This is a world experience. And I can't help but say it because Pluto has not been in Aquarius.
True.
They didn't know Pluto existed the last time he was in an Aquarius. So now
Right.
what we are experiencing with that is the reversed engineering in order to understand all of that representation.
Very true.
And he is associated with so many wars, from Genghis Khan,
Yeah.
and the development of the gun way back then.
Right.
So
Very true. And we're in the middle of this conflict that we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Ukraine.
I'm seeing the whales squeaking, and they're going backwards, and they're so happy with her.
Oh, are they? Because she got the message.
Welcomed her, and they're saying thank you, and we love you, and we'll protect you. And
Wow.
they're
I like Flipper in the old show. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow.
May I
That is
quickly show
Yes.
this card?
Yes. Oh, look at there's the dove.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Influence is the card's name. Influence.
Right. So
And
I
she's
want to make sure
influencing.
the others can do a reading, but I wanted to say to you, Liz, the first thing I would have said a number of years ago was, well, what can I do? What is one person can do? You're already doing it. You're holding the space for it. And so continue to hold the space for it and concentrate on the peace and the experience. And that is what you're being called to do. You can't change the whole world, but you can hold the space for it. So that's all I wanted to say. But
Yeah.
did you have anything, Teri?
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're completely surrendering, Liz.
Yeah.
And Liz hasn't been feeling well either, let me say that. And we did some healing yesterday, and then Kelly and I did some healing with her too yesterday.
Okay.
And that just puts you in that frame of complete surrender. And you came to that frequency that they have. And like everybody's saying, they're so thankful that you're there. And that is the chaos that's coming. And this is what we need to do. We're the way showers of the peace and the light. And so that's exactly where you are, Liz.
There you
Way
go.
ahead.
Liz. Yeah, that's fabulous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Kelly?
I got that you're so supported and protected and loved, and this dream was just to encourage you. And the other, it was interesting. This is the card that I got. I got energy healing.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
You asked for healing yesterday, and you were willing to receive. But I also think that in your area there in the ocean, I think you're providing a healing to your surroundings too.
That's true.
Because it said holistic well-being and that thriving and vibrant, and I'm picking up on the summer too. So if you can just be patient and hold on, things are changing for you, Liz.
Yeah, very good. Diana or Carolyn, anything else? I don't want to step on anybody.
No, I think it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Liz,
Yeah.
thank you. Actually, thank you, Liz, for sharing it, because actually it makes me feel like there's really hope in some cases where we didn't. And I know she lives I believe she lives down in Mexico on the water, which is
Yeah.
you're in the perfect place to do the healing there. So
Right.
much love, Liz. Yeah, much love. Thank you, dear. All right, so I am going to have let's see, Thomas is here tonight, and we don't always have Thomas, so I want to make sure that we do Thomas's. It's so nice to see you. He retired as of July 2nd, 2019. Good for you. Many nights of dreams of me working under my previous bad bosses. Are these dreams? I wake up extremely tired the following day. What could it mean? Are you still wrestling with the fact that you're not working anymore, that you're retired?
You haven't let go of what he did to you.
Ah,
And remember, Thomas, he has no power over you.
uh-huh. Yeah, yep, definitely. Definitely doesn't.
You had your say. Now I'm having mine.
Mhm.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
You could ask before you go to sleep not to have this man come back or these bosses come back. Tell them you're finished with them. This is over. Maybe even do a ceremony, Thomas. That would be my suggestion.
Yeah.
You could, write it down and burn it in a bowl or something
Yeah.
outside and let it go. But go ahead, everybody. I want to give you your turn. Teri?
Oh, that's what I was going to say too, is to write it down a spew letter where you write down exactly every F word and S word and everything else, about them. And burn it, but also change the story. Like they weren't your abuser or something. They were misguided, and you were, and you could again call them all sorts of names, and
Right.
and you were just there doing your job. So you're no longer the victim of their.
Well, yeah, he could forgive them actually too, right? I mean, you could
Yeah,
swear,
that's part of
but you could
forgiveness.
also say, "I forgive you. Now you need to move on because I don't want this torment anymore."
Yeah, changing their labels really changes the forgiveness.
I think that's why you're so tired, Thomas, because as you're dreaming, you're angry because you're dealing with these people still.
Mhm.
So
Right.
it could be that, yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Well, they've moved on. So, I mean, back in 2019, it's a long time. They've had a lot more grief since then. They're not bothered about you at all. Ask your angels and guides for peaceful, restful sleep.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
They're not thinking of him anymore at all.
No.
And to go with what Aley was saying, you're feeling guilty about being able to go play when you want to play. But you're not out there. You're having these dreams of guilt.
Yeah.
You can't
A lot of
comfortably
retiring
play.
people have that. They do.
Yeah.
They feel like, oh, I'm not contributing or something. I don't know. Yeah.
But Thomas, you stand in your own power right now. There's no doubt about it. I love watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's so-
Right?
Yeah.
And then,
he is.
so change the story. Add better ingredients to your
There you go.
right? Put better ingredients in. Add a little more salt.
Yeah, a little more spice. There you go.
Salt of the earth. Because you have your own strength and you stand in the truth.
That kind
Right?
of looks like Hershey, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Wonder Woman is a Gemini. Her
That's
name
right.
doesn't have to be Diana.
That's
Hello.
right. That's right.
But you can walk away from this. You have a heritage all of your own that you are establishing, whether it's from family inheritance as far as your gifts, your psychic abilities. So
Right.
you it's just don't feel guilty about it. I retired in 2019 also. Boy, we should start a club.
Yeah. You should. You should.
But I never felt guilty. Never.
Yeah.
Kelly, did you want to say anything, honey?
Thomas, I get that you're rehashing and reliving that night over night overnight. And
Yeah.
it that period in time really brought maybe even like some depression and illnesses, from
Right.
work. But they really want you to know that you are on a new journey, and this is it. Retiring was not only good for your mental health but your physical health, and it's been a huge transformation for you. So it is as much as you can, you need to let go of that. And what all of these beautiful ladies said, and handsome man said, just let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go, write it out. And because it's no longer serving you.
But Tammy's right. We do work through this crap in our dreams, but we can also say, okay, I've worked through it enough. That's enough,
Right.
time out. We don't,
You still work, Thomas.
you do.
Exactly.
Thomas.
It's just different.
You write
type-
your own hours, Thomas, right?
Right. And look,
Yeah.
you've removed something from your cauldron, right?
Mhm.
That right there, what you're saying, that's one ingredient that you have taken out of your cauldron.
Mhm.
There
You
go.
miss the camaraderie, but maybe not the
Yeah.
alcohol so much. The camaraderie.
And it's
Yep.
it's a huge thing because that was your tribe, right? We're very
Right.
tribal, and that
Isn't
was
it
your
that way
tribe.
mostly more for men than women, actually, because they identify so much with the work that they do?
Mhm.
Right.
Is that
Kind of, but then I know when my husband died, I would walk around, I'd think to myself, I am Teri, wife of John. And it was like, where did that come from?
sure?
But you have to change who you
You have
are.
to change your identity. Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
and
Yeah.
man, that's a hard one, Thomas.
It is.
It
is,
takes a
Thomas.
while.
Yeah,
But
but
give yourself
Thomas,
a lot
you're
of grace.
doing well, and you're growing,
Yes.
and you're just amazing.
Thriving.
And,
You are amazing.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's one of the reasons why I changed the capital B, uppercase B of my last name to the lowercase b, because
Oh.
I'm not Diana, wife of Matthew Bowles.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yes,
Oh.
there you go. There you go.
Love that. Yeah.
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 I wondered about that. Thank you for telling us that. I wondered
You're
why you
welcome.
had it.
Far beyond
Yeah.
these people.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I wondered about it. So
Well,
cool.
yep, there is a method to the madness.
Thank you for sharing.
Leah says she was in a parking lot and she looked down. A long-haired black and white cat was injured and bleeding, and I panicked. I just found him and the dream stopped, she said. Wait a minute. There's a second part. My dream was very unsettling, and she wondered, what the heck? So,
So this is a second wounded dream, right?
that Leah's
Yeah.
had? Okay.
Well, Liz had one too.
Oh, tonight,
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we getting rid of the wounds in our lives?
Well,
Are we
Chiron.
processing that? Mhm.
It's
The
part
North
of
Node
it.
is sitting on Chiron when we get to
Mhm.
that eclipse. Everybody should be aware of that. This is the time.
Yep. Okay. Did you happen to ever have a cat that looked like that, or know a cat that was like that? I mean, how do you feel about cats? I have to ask that question because if I had that dream, I mean, I'd feel bad it was injured and I would panic too, but I'd have never owned a cat. And so I don't have an association as much as I would if it was a dog that was there doing that. So sometimes it's our association with the animal or what's going on with us.
Or did you have a cat who just walked away one day
Yeah.
and never came back, and you wondered what happened? Perhaps this was your childhood cat.
Or have you had a person in your life that you have admired and looked up to that has walked away?
Yeah.
She lost her ability to work and found her.
Oh.
So you're the injured animal.
Yeah, she's the injured.
There you go. Right
Bruise.
there. Right there. Calm but complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep. And a cat can be feminine instincts. That's true.
Sure, absolutely. And a snowflake is an individual because each one is different.
Unique.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Kelly? Anything?
Yeah, that I thought it was somebody leaving her life, but it was her. It was
Her life, this part of her life
Yeah.
leaving and being injured and she wanted to help. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Teri?
Yeah. And the cat has 9 lives. So you're just getting started, Leah. It's
There you
exciting.
go.
That's one.
Buckle up, kid.
All right. Who is Peter got here?
Puppy.
Who is that baby that's on Peter's lap?
This is Morgan.
Yeah.
Hello, Morgan.
He's the only boy amongst 3 other
Oh.
girls.
Okay.
And a mother.
So you and him are tight because you two are the only boys then. Is that what it is?
There you go. That's a little bit more hair than me, but
Oh,
Yeah,
my
give him a
goodness.
buzz. And then-
Well, when he goes for a grooming,
Oh,
When
yes,
I know a
Ray.
wig maker.
yeah,
That's very true, Ray.
He, automate. So.
Ray says no human has ever owned a cat. I love that, Ray. Thank you. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They are very independent. She says, not my cat. I love cats. Mine's old, but not black and white. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's why you identified with seeing a cat
Sure.
more than likely. But it's you. Yeah, it's you that's the wounded animal.
Was this
Yeah.
during Leo moon?
Oh.
Mhm.
Interesting.
When was that? When was
Oh.
the Leo moon?
It's
The other
coming.
day? Okay.
It's coming on the 25th.
Coming
All right. So we're in that area
Mhm.
of
area.
manifesting. Yeah. 2 days.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I got Venusian Star Council. So it's time to
Ooh.
shine, Leah.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
that's the new life.
yeah.
Starlight being.
That's wonderful. Kelly, did you already say? No.
Yeah, but I do think, Leah, that there is going to be something coming in for you that like a different means for you to make money. I do feel that you lost your job, but there is something else coming in that you can be creative.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tammy's right though. Cats are independent. How do you feel about if this cat was representing you? That makes
Right.
perfect sense. Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah.
Right? And that goes right along with what Leah had said about I lost my job and I found me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, wow. You had a dream last night, Tammy, actually, that I quoted the date in that dream is 125. There's your moon. There's your moon. Isn't it? Wow.
Right? Wow.
Okay. Oh, this is a great one. Dogs were family to cats were staff. That's very
Yep.
cute. Yes. Thanks, everybody. No, I've never owned a cat. And the reason is my mother was deathly afraid of them. She had one jump at her face once, and that was the end of that. But not when I was even born, but yeah. So we never had one. Never had one. But
Do you guys remember that movie Cats? Was it Cats?
Yeah.
Where they
It's
were.
a book and then became a Broadway play. You talking about that one?
No, I'm talking about the one where the movie where they these old ladies had all these like hundreds of cats.
oh,
And they
no.
fed them raw meat, and then they started attacking people.
Oh no. Sounds like it was a horror movie.
That's
Okay.
Like
So
that
weird.
arachnid.
I think I must have been 10.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So Sonia's wondering if she is working when she sleeps, and she says, I don't sleep much. And I have to tell you, one night I didn't sleep at all this week. I was up the whole night. Yeah, I was. It was
You and me both.
Monday night.
Yesterday-
No,
Yes.
Sunday night to Monday.
Into Monday. It was 4 a.m. here before I went to bed.
Yeah. Well, I went to bed at 10 and I never slept. And, then I tried between 6 and 7 to take a nap. But I think it's something. And I think a lot of people, somebody said, oh, it's because you're old. That old people don't sleep that much.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never slept in my life.
Uh-huh.
Ask my mother. She's on the other side, but I'm sure you can hear her.
So she says, what, if she's working while she's sleeping, if not, she said, what am I doing? I think you are working.
Yeah.
You are working, and it's exhausting you. And you're working on maybe downloading or upgrading or figuring out the world's problems. That's what I was doing. I had gone down the rabbit hole because tomorrow is, I had taped my movie Somewhere in Time, and I had gone down the rabbit hole, and I had to know everything about Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour and all this. And that's what kept me up all night. So that was my reason, but that was working all night, wasn't it? So,
Yeah. Christopher Reeve used to keep me awake.
Did he? He kept me awake. Boy, his eyes. I could see him. Oh my God.
Didn't you love him in Mousetrap? Not to change the subject, folks, but oh my God, he was so good in Mousetrap.
Yeah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, he was good in anything he did. Yeah. But,
there is that.
There is that.
Including a later.
Yeah. Actually, I watched it twice. I made Keith watch it. He had never seen it. And I said, you've never seen it. So I made him watch it. Well, he wanted to, but he anyway.
You haven't lived yet.
I know. That's what I said. And so he said to me, it came out when I was going to chiropractic school and I was busy with diagnosing something. And I'm like, okay, but there were years between that and now that you could have watched it. Is there anything else you want to say to Sonia? Kelly, anything from you?
I guess she's bringing balance to the planet, that she's working on earthly things, bringing balance and spirituality and healing into our planet while she's sleeping, which is a huge job. So if you're waking up exhausted, I definitely can see why.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're in the stars at night, Sonia.
Yeah.
Yep. And then this is your new potential, right? So this card is stuck to the one behind it, I think. Anyway, it is all about this new potential that you have beginning inside of you that you are becoming aware of.
Oh.
And persevere.
Uh-huh.
Again, we have the changing of the world, right? We don't look at a death card in the normal tarot as literal death. It's
literal death, right?
It's the ending and the beginning, and that's basically what you are a part of.
Yeah.
Tell your mind to take a break. So I was making sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Sonia, I can't remember. Are you an air sign? Or you might have an air sign in there because I'm an airhead, and that's what Peter is too.
I am too.
Married me.
Oh, yes, you are. Yeah.
So and then the third card from the bottom of the deck was brilliance.
Oh,
So you're stepping into your light, girl.
okay.
Look at that. Look, your thumbnail even. It's beautiful. Look at that.
It is beautiful. I know I always love seeing her looking into that beautiful light. That's great. So we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more people that have things here. Is that all right? We get coming up on the hour. Does anybody have to go? I'll let you know. You can let me know. All right, then we'll soldier on here. We have Samantha next. I had a very clear dream. I was in a room with windows. There was a man who told me I can look through the windows, but you might not like what you see. I pulled the curtains and saw a war-related image. Oh my goodness, we're all getting this war thing.
It's heavy on our hearts.
Teri, what were you going to say? Yeah.
I think it was Kelly that started to say something. Or
Okay,
Peter.
I'm
I just said the war is so heavy on our hearts. That's that. Yeah, that was it.
Peter, what did you want to say, hon? I'm sorry.
Well, it's uppermost on our minds at the moment, and of
I
course the
agree.
news all the time about Gaza, but also Ukraine. It's
Right.
constant.
It is constant. Yeah. I just read today that they're running out of, in Ukraine, they're running out of soldiers because they're just all dying. And
the Russian mothers are up in arms also.
Sure.
It's not just my son who's
Mhm.
13 years old. You've also taken my 65-year-old man.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
They watch a little less television.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you are, but
Yeah, if
it
you
is
are.
in the it is in the consciousness. It's
Yes,
definitely in the consciousness.
Mhm.
Yes.
we don't
Even if you
need
don't watch it.
So I think one thing that is a common thread with all of us here, but in particular these dreams tonight, we are the catalyst of change. We are
Mhm.
working our light, working our own little private pockets of magic. And we do that in our dreams.
Yeah.
And this is also bringing to light the inner warrior, even though you're sitting at home and you can't actually do anything about that. You're not going to take up a sword and go fight it yourself. But there is something that we can do as regular human beings, right?
Mhm.
And that is just to keep throwing our light out there and keeping others aware.
Sure.
Yeah. You had all the windows there, Samantha, and she says she only listens to the radio. She doesn't watch the news. But
Oh, okay.
so we try to be clear-sighted, right? We try to see things clearly and speak clearly, see our truth, see the light. But there are times when everything is so much that we do have to close the curtains and take care of ourselves. And I think this is the time that we're in right now to abide in our own power and our own light and share that light, but be careful about what comes in. So they gave you a great idea to close the curtains. That was you telling me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take care of yourself, dear.
Because
We
you
all
can't
need to.
unsee certain things. That's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, even as a little kid, I slept with my plastic Jesus that glowed in the dark till I was 12 years old. Because my dreams were the remnants of my father's story. I mean, my dad was Ontinian. My dad was loaded the bomb on the Enola Gay. My dad had this is, and so tanks and planes were chasing me down the street, and I saw probably what you saw as you opened the curtain.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything to say? No? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Just amazing, really. If you're thinking about this, there's so many similarities. They're not exactly the same, but the themes are running through. So we are connected throughout the dreams. And so don't forget that if you come here and you see something similar, know that you're probably somebody else has dreamt something very similar.
Exactly. And Callie, this is for you. Yes. We're all stuck on it. It's all weighing heavy in our hearts, right?
Yeah.
And we can't break free of it because it's everywhere.
Yeah. Yep. So Cousin Judy says, someone spoke directly in her ear last night and said, "Thank you, Judy." It was a woman, but not sure who. It was definitely in her right ear.
That's your father's side.
Oh.
That's the masculine side. Even though it's a woman, it's somebody related. So which busha you want to choose? I would say it was Marguerite, because you know how she likes to talk to us. So family wise, I'm saying that. So I would like to hear what everybody else gets on this.
Okay. Carolyn, any thoughts? Peter?
She's done something in her memory or just thinking about her,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and sending her love. And thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
that means a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow. Peter and Morgan? Oh,
Oh,
that's
so
so
cute.
sweet. Yeah. Teri?
Oh, well, and your right side is also the side that you give energy to. So this is
That's
somebody
true.
that you've been helping, and it could be somebody from their family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it could be somebody kind of outside your family, even. Um, but I don't know. It feels like it might be family. It feels like you've done something that helped them, and sometimes when you give them things to do and allow them to do things for you on the other side, it's a true gift. It's an honor for them.
Yeah.
So always give your ancestors things to do, jobs. So it sounds like you accepted something
Ah,
and gave.
okay. Kelly?
I get I pulled a card and it said miraculous moments. It said harmony surrounds you and expect miracles. So I don't know, maybe have you been praying for somebody and this person on the other side is recognizing it?
Hmm.
But I'm also picking up like on pets. So I don't know I don't know what that means. If you have pets on the other side, that somebody may be looking after,
Oh,
or if it's your pets that if you have any pets now, I don't know, but
Mhm.
but they want you to know that harmony surrounds you, and lastly to expect a miracle.
Okay.
Judy, I just got to check in on Wally and Sue.
Okay. I don't think she's still here, so you might want to
Okay.
check in with Judy tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Yeah.
if I had my phone closer, I would just text her, but
Sure. I'm going to go to
could be
Sharon
lurking.
first, and then Ginny, I'm going to come back to you. And then we have Linda Burgess. So that's what we have right now. Who do the eagle and raven represent during my meditation outside? I don't think it's a coincidence.
Did you see them or did you dream them?
Oh, yeah. Are you still here, Sharon? I hope so.
Well, the eagle is about clear vision and soaring.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he flies 2 miles high. And then the raven is about shape shifting and magic. And so you have a clear vision of what it is you need to change, what kind of magic you can do for yourself and for others. And it's not a coincidence. You were meant to see them if you were, whether they were in a dream or not, they were meant for you.
Okay.
It's your message.
Okay. Anybody else? I got to go back and try to find what KK wrote. I'm sorry.
I
Go
get,
ahead.
Sharon, that your intuition is increasing and that the eagle represents the clarity, like Diana said, that the eagle's bringing in the clarity and that your intuition is going to soar. And I pick up on that the raven is a messenger, and so that you're going to be receiving messages and that you're probably receiving these messages in your meditation. That's what I get. I get your intuition is raising and that it's gonna soar to whole new levels.
Wow.
I love that. I pulled some cards for you, Sharon, and I got perseverance. And what does that look like? It looks like an eagle's claw, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, totally. So this is the work that you've been doing, and you're going to get joy and wonder with it. so innocent. So that's, you're on your right path, because when it's something that you love and you enjoy, you know, that's right where you're supposed to be.
Mhm. Beautiful.
I love that.
Okay, Kay, I'm going to have to ask you to rewrite it, and I apologize for that because I can't find it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just got alchemy.
Oh.
Two winged messengers, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
The eagle also represents, well, he's in a raptor family, so you can be representing Gabriel for the messages, right? As well as Raven being the shapeshifter who helps with magic and messages.
Well, anybody else?
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I've been having to be over here and trying to find KK's
Okay.
post, and I want you to repost it if you would. Okay. Sonia still wants to get a Ganesha for her place. I have one, and it's this big. It's at the door.
Oh,
It's on the
I love
windowsill.
that.
It's on the windowsill, and it doesn't matter how big he is, right?
no, it
No.
doesn't. I got my little
No.
tiny one here on my desk.
Uh-huh. Mine's
love
it's
that.
really small. I always worry that I'm going to lose it, but no, I've been
I
fortunate not
love
to.
that.
Mhm.
I have one that holds a steel ball.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
nice.
And if it falls down, I know that something's going to happen, right?
Mhm.
But it hardly ever moves. So that's Ganesha and his balance.
All right, so Ginny has a two-parter. Dream was set in my house, returning to bed after using the bathroom. I could feel a person hiding behind the door. I pushed hard to trap them there while trying to loop in my robe belt. I looped the end over the person's head, pulled the belt tight, closed the bedroom door to tie the other end around a knob on the other door. I woke up in my bed wondering how I got there.
Wow.
Now remember, Ginny is the one that can see like Carolyn. So I'm wondering if it was a ghost. Yeah. Thank you,
Mhm.
KK. Got it.
It's tied to the land.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Okay. Wow.
I didn't mean that because she tied him up. I'm
Right. Yeah, I know. She's trying to tie him to the knob.
yeah. But
So in other words, I just got the feeling that this wasn't a dream. It was a real, yeah.
I
yeah,
know. Me too.
Me
It was-
too.
Me
We
too.
all do. Okay.
vision of something from the
Yeah.
land.
That
She can ask him to go away, but if he's tied to the land, is it harder to get rid of them?
You may not want to get rid of them if they're
Yeah.
tied to the land. They might be
Okay.
guardians.
Okay. Okay. But
and he
she
would
doesn't
just
also,
be,
yeah.
Go ahead. No, he's just like, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm watching over you.
Protect you like this? Come on.
And I get the same thing too, tied to the land, and
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling that you have a bold ley line running right through the center of your house.
Oh, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. and she is so tuned in that she can see and do this because it's happened to her before. So
Yep.
that's very true. It could be. Yeah.
Yep. Now,
Yep.
you know, ley lines, you can move ley lines, but you have to work with them. They do move on their own anyways, you know,
Mhm.
but you have to, you have to finesse them. You have to play with them, and you have to do it in a concentrated effort to make sure that your progress continues till you get it where you can live with it or get it out the door or out the house. Let's put it that way.
Okay, this is very strange. I just looked at the time, and for some reason, I thought we had the same time as I looked at it last time. So
And I did too. I just looked at it too.
Yeah.
really,
Not the same thing. Yes, Aley.
Same here.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been 10-10 for a while. Let's put it that
Yeah.
well, I got 109 as far as the live is for the show,
way.
Yeah.
and yeah, so we are having some time slips.
It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
I love it.
That's cool.
There's nobody else I'd rather slip up with than
Me
you.
too. Okay.
Where shall we go?
Exactly.
Wow, I don't know why that just really. It was kind of cool. I'm getting goosebumps. You know, not the
I am
cold, but
too.
yeah, it's like
I was just looking at it right before you said that, and now it's 9/11. So,
oh my goodness. All
Jenny
right.
says she's been in this house since it was built 27 years ago.
Okay.
But the ley lines are getting activated now, and I think
Mhm.
that also the ancestors, like Gaia's ancestors, are awakening. So you're
Okay.
getting. I've got a spirit that came in too, and it's
Uh-huh.
the spirit of the land, an ancestor. And what I did, Reverend Saul or crystal shaman, he told me to get a holy book and just open it up and just leave it open like it was in the basement. So I
Okay.
just left it open in the basement, a Bhagavad Gita. But any books that
Yeah, you're right. And we are approaching Imbolc, right? And that's
Right.
on February 1st. So it, just like the equinox, we're in the middle of a season. And on the equinoxes and solstices, the ley lines move and we've got all of the energy in the sky. They stayed wider from this last equinox that we had.
Okay.
So it's not like it's like they never went back to that normal size that they are. They're straightened out and they're fat and they are happy and they're just
They're
sending all kinds
sassy.
of time warps to us. Energy slips.
One thing I did hear to protect the house, well, Carolyn mentioned about this, was that buried at each four corner of the property some tourmaline, black tourmaline.
Yep.
And it just doesn't stop getting walkthroughs, but the house has been it's been pretty quiet.
Okay.
Ironically, we had a couple of walkthroughs tonight, but you know,
All right.
again, the
Wow.
energies are all skew with. Other than that, give an offering to Gaia.
Uh-huh.
Have her
Yep.
bless the land and the house,
I love
There
that.
you go. There you go.
particularly tobacco, which is
Uh-huh.
yeah.
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 See this beautiful piece of obsidian that I got.
Mhm.
I was
Wow.
drawn to this and I had to have it. It's just like really powerful.
Oh,
And
That's
it's very
beautiful.
shiny and lovely. So it's been sitting here with me and it said, show them your obsidian. So,
go.
oh, there you go. Yeah.
I love
mine's
it.
out that way.
Uh-huh.
And one over
So,
there.
This is very,
Keep one in my
this is very interesting.
In your
Oh,
pocket.
you have it in your pocket? Okay.
Yeah. Snowflake.
So,
I have mine here.
I got
oh,
some.
you have yours too. That's right. You got a cat,
That's
didn't
so
you, from your
beautiful.
son's
I love
girlfriend?
that cat.
So Jules said the screen froze for a bit. KK said that the lights flickered, confirmation from her house. And then Rossi said, the show has high energy every time my crown chakra gets active as well as my hands. And we have a hard time coming down every Tuesday.
After the
We were
show.
doing it Wednesday night. We have a hard time coming off
Like
this show.
sleeping, Aley. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll all be up tonight, won't we?
We'll be up
Yep.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
And,
texting for an hour afterwards.
Oh, buzz.
With the lime in the coconut.
Yeah.
All around.
And the 25th is coming. That's right. The 25th is on its way.
Now the 25th is coming. Exactly, Sonia.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So KK had a vision of a little girl, my inner child, I think, collecting negative arrows in the ground that were shielded, grabbing two at a time, crossing them to send out positive energy. I felt that if every positive energy set out was amplifying the force field around this little girl. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So powerful, KK.
And it was around you, KK, because you're the inner child. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah.
And of course, Harry's singing.
You see?
Me and my arrow. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And I'm not making light of it. It's just that
I know.
Harry started singing.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
he,
I had
I
that
think
happen
that was-
tonight.
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You were amplifying the force field around the little girl and putting out the positive energy.
Very good. When I was on with Kelly, somebody asked about their deceased father, and I had to get the name, and it was Vincent. And I said, "Oh," I said, "it reminds me of the song Vincent," because I could start hearing. It, and she said he loved Van Gogh.
Ah,
Right? Yeah. So wow. KK, anybody else have anything else to say about this? This was a very powerful vision for you, KK. Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You're definitely, Rossi says she's transmuting and clearing the land. Definitely. Definitely. And arrows, like a lot of times light language comes in like an arrow and a slash and a circle. So,
Yeah.
Well, and okay, so broken arrow is peace, and two arrows is conflict. And how do you take care of them? Right, doing exactly what you were doing in the dream.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go.
Balance is the key word for this. And we have Native Americans as well. Not that they're the only people that used arrows, but you're in America, right? Or Canada.
I think she is, yes. Wowee, what a night, I tell you. Any other comments for KK? It's just she thinks she needs to learn how to paint. Yeah.
I pulled this card. It's Realm Bridger, which I think she's the first thing that came to me was that she's a grid worker, that you're helping the land, and that inner child, you're letting it out, you're letting her out to play and to heal. But I do get that you're a grid worker too.
Well, look,
which makes sense with the realm.
I didn't know you were in Washington, so you know I am. But her parents live in the country on Native American ground. Well, no wonder. Yeah, no wonder. All of that is talking to you. Yes. Hi, Gerald.
And her abilities are amplifying.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. They're going up.
Wow.
And I love that horse, KK.
Yeah, I know the horse is gorgeous. I said I've already told her 100 times she's an animal communicator. You know, but I see this, that you're breaking barriers. You're breaking barriers on the land, but you are protecting. Oh, it's amazing. And I'm sorry we lost it. I'm glad you reposted it. So thank you.
Thank
you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Horses must be grid workers too.
Well, brings us back to Elena the Trods, and who's related to horses. Before they had a solid hoof, they had a cloven hoof. And they were short like a goat. They were they were built like a goat. They were little.
Okay. All right. And they made them bigger. I mean,
yeah, well, you know, that weeble wobble of the earth made changes. And then their hoof eventually got to be a club foot. So definitely they're, you know, following the trods. All animals follow the trods.
Yep. She says, thank you, Kelly. I work at the #1 cleanup site in America, and I feel the only reason I'm there is for my energy, because my job does not suit my soul. And that happened to me when I worked in public storage in Lynn, Massachusetts. I knew I was there to be a light worker. And it was much easier to endure the time that I had to stay there, because it was very negative there. And we did bring up the energy at the time. So that's a sacrifice that we make sometimes. And so you're doing very spiritual work, and they're recognizing it, I think. in that.
Yeah, there's that balance.
Mhm.
You just spoke of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's wonderful. So the last one we have for this evening is Linda Burgess. I hope you're still here, Linda. She wonders if she's having any messages that we can give her any messages. She's been having vivid dreams. She wonders if she's on the right path. Well, if you're having vivid dreams, Linda, make sure you write them down and you tell us what they are, and we will attempt to give you our interpretation, but remembering that your interpretation is the correct one. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let the panel give you their thoughts.
Your first instinct is right.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Got to listen to that gut reaction, right?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Do we know if she's still here?
Are you here,
Haven't
Linda?
seen her.
She would probably be on Teri's channel, maybe. Hi, Charlie.
I haven't seen her for a little bit, but
For a little bit. Okay.
she could be lurking.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So listening.
Well,
I'm getting
she is. Yep.
oh
she is
yay,
here.
there's Linda.
Yeah.
Whoa, last night you were seeing a black sky and a tornado. Huge changes. Going through a vortex. That's amazing. So definitely in your sleep, relaxation. There you are. And this is your prosperity. So this is where you're going to find what you really want. Your light or your truth or joy and wonder, childlike expression again. And the
Yeah.
orb. Look at the
Mhm.
orbs.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. Shift coming. Ooh. Yeah, we got you, Linda. Thanks for being here. Yeah.
Black sky and tornado.
Yeah. There's
Black
a shift
sky.
coming for you. Yep. Yep.
The sense of this movement in here.
Ooh, I
And
got
then-
synchronicity too. Yep.
Oh, right.
Yep.
And sanctuary, finding sanctuary, creating your own sanctuary, protection against the black sky and the tornado, putting others in the sanctuary with you.
What?
I'm trying
Is
to figure out what was Sam's last name again that we said that
Elliot?
Sam Elliott?
Elliot.
Oh, Elliot. Yeah.
Thank you.
So what I'm wondering though is what kind of an inner conflict are you going through?
Mm-hmm.
Because the shift card with that makes me feel that it's something more personal
Uh-huh.
because of the image of the way this body is.
Oh. Okay. The position of the body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. Been doing somatic exercises. In the dream, I rescued whoever I was with, and then we were safe. So
That's
everybody's doing
beautiful.
so much work in their dream.
Sanctuary.
Mhm.
Oh, and that bottom of the deck, your inner warrior. Okay, you rescue.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, you've been working on self-love.
Aw.
Good girl. Good girl. Yep.
Mm.
Kelly?
I got light activation,
Oh.
acceleration, brilliance, and they want you to stand in your light.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Awesome.
And I get that too, that maybe you've been working on a little bit of shadow work. And that's why they're continuing just to keep putting your light out there and stand in your light. But it was interesting. I also got that your guides want you to try a new activity. So I think this activity that maybe you've been doing is doing a lot of work. So remember to take care of yourself too, and do something for yourself, because you're working while you're sleeping, and you have to take care of Linda too.
All right.
It's beautiful.
Wow, we've had some really interesting
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing dreams.
Amazing dreams from people. Thank you so
Yeah.
very much, everybody. What a night. Randy says, the man that looks like Sam Elliott, she's going to ask him to show up again and restate his message. So there you go.
There
girl.
you go. Good job, girl.
Yes.
And you got a week to get an answer. You got a week to get an
Right?
answer. Come back.
Ooh,
Oh
Sam.
my goodness. Wow. I can't tell you how much it means to us to have all you here on this for this show. It brings us a lot of joy to do it. And I'm seeing that it brings a lot of joy from what I'm reading in the chat that you're here as well. And so we thank you most heartily for being here and joining us and also giving your impressions because, you're really the one that knows the answers. We're just here to sort of, help you along. But thank you. Thank you, Teri, from holding your space. Kelly,
Thank you.
Carolyn and Peter Booker, and my Diana Bowles with a small b.
There you go.
Yeah, much love. We'll be back next week with a special guest for the evening. Ginger Faye will be with us. And until then, sweet dreams. Thank
Sweet
you.
dreams.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Night.